guys, welcome back to the channel. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully everybody is doing well. We are actually having some nice weather in Minnesota. It's sunny out. It's been raining for kind of a few days. I actually get to bust out my sunglasses, which I have not worn in a really long time. Today's video is going to be more just vinyl related. I'm going to start prepping in more vinyl. I know I said I wasn't going to turn to a vinyl channel, which I'm not going to, but you know, it is physical media. So I'm going to head out to a store in Hopkins called Mill City Sound. I've been there once before. I really liked the selections they had. I'm just going to kind of browse around there. I might hit up another shop. I might go do some Blu-ray hunting. I don't really know. It's kind of just a last minute quick idea to run out and go do some thrift, not really thrifting, but vinyl hunting and maybe movie hunting. But yeah, let's see. Hopefully we can find some good movies, maybe some good vinyl, and let's hit the road. right, guys. Well, we have made our way over to St. Louis Park, Minnesota. We are over in Hopkins, Minnesota, which is just down the road that way, about 4 miles. And that's when we were at that Mill, it was Mill City Sound or Mill City record store. And I did pick up 3 records there. I'll show those off at the end of the video. But I figured, you know what? I never make it over to this Half Price Books. And we're at the Half Price Books in St. Louis Park. They got vinyl, they got movies, all kinds of fun stuff. So I figured I'm going to run in there and see if we can, take a quick look at the movies and vinyl and see what we can find. Let's head in. All right, guys, it is a couple days later after we were out doing some vinyl hunting. Went to Half Price Books, and before that, we went to Mill City Sound out in Hopkins, Minnesota. That was the main store I wanted to feature on here. The Half Price Books just happened to be in the area, and I just happened to stop by. But the main store that I wanted to go to and showcase in this video was Mill City Sound, because they have an outstanding variety. As you could probably see from the video, just an incredible amount of used stuff. In fact, I think their used section is probably quite a bit bigger than their new section, but maybe it's close to the same. But anyway, yeah, they have a lot of used stuff, a huge variety. I'm a big Alice Cooper and Frank Zappa guy, so they had a lot of Alice Cooper used, a lot of Frank Zappa used, which you don't really even see. Even that Half Price Books had a couple of Zappa albums. You don't really see a lot of Frank Zappa, even some Alice Cooper in the record shops, especially used. They had like some Rory Gallagher, which you never see used anyway. Well, you might find an album or two new, but it's a rarity to find Rory Gallagher used in any of these record shops, at least some of the ones I've been to. But they had one there, which was kind of surprising, but that was very, very cool. But yeah, they had all kinds of different stuff, all just anything you could think of they had. The whole downstairs was soundtracks, their 99-cent bin, which I did get an album out of the 99-cent bin. And then I think it was blues and country, maybe some jazz. Plus they had the little like 45s. They had a bunch of those down in the basement. But all around a really, really cool store. I asked before I filmed it, I didn't know like what they would think of that. I didn't want to just be walking around like filming everything, because their counter was like right there. So I talked to the owner, Casey, maybe, I believe is what his name was. A super cool guy. He was more than willing to let me to film in his store. I think he was even more so appreciative that I asked and didn't just assume that I could do it. I think he really appreciated that. But yeah, really cool guy. Was very, very nice about letting me do it. But yeah, that's a fantastic store. Owner's really cool. The store is cool. Some pretty decent prices. The one thing that I thought was a little strange is lots of times when you have albums that are worth more money, They have them kind of either kind of like a behind the counter or kind of locked up or something. Like some of those ones like I filmed on there, like along the wall, some of those seem like they were a little more expensive, but I was like looking through the Pink Floyds and I'm pulling out like a Dark Side of the Moon that's like $70. I'm pulling, or not a Dark Side of the Moon, the wall that's like $70. I think there was a $100 Dark Side of the Moon. It's just kind of weird. You're going through the used and all of a sudden it's like, oh, $100, $50, $75. I wasn't expecting to see albums with that kind of value just kind of mixed in with all their regular used stuff. That kind of caught me off guard. But I'm assuming they're like very first pressings, or I'm not really sure what made them so expensive. But I know that there's like sometimes you'll have like first pressings, then you'll have first pressings that have everything included, like the Dark Side of the Moon. I believe originally it came with posters and stickers and maybe one other thing. So I'm assuming that like that $100 Dark Side of the Moon probably not only was a first pressing, but probably had everything in there still. The posters, the stickers, everything in there. It's just probably what jacked the price up on that one. But yeah, that was just kind of, I wasn't expecting to see that. You probably saw in some of the videos I pulled it up. It's like Dark Side of the Moon, $100, you know, it's just, but yeah, I wasn't expecting to see that. But it was kind of cool that I was able to kind of look at that. I mean, that's out of my price range, but yeah, I did pick up a few things when I was out today. I picked up a couple albums the other day. I showed off in a different video, but I'll just show them off here quick. Because I've actually listened to some of these. It's been, a couple days since I shot all that other footage. But I got this at Half Price Books, I think for $5 or $6 the other day at Half Price Books. Molly Hatchet, No Guts, No Glory. I did have a chance to listen to this album actually today. This album is fantastic, especially the song Fall of the Peacemakers. Fantastic song, but the whole album is excellent. I picked this up. This was new at Barnes & Noble the other day. Pink Floyd, The Wall. I love this album. Love the artwork on the inside. The movie is awesome as well. I was glad to have that in the collection. Okay, so those were the two that I picked up. Now we'll get to what I picked up on this last adventure. Now, this is an album that I've been wanting to get for a while. And last time I was there, I saw it, but I didn't pull the trigger, but I decided to today. And that's Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. This album is fantastic. So good. I absolutely love it. This one was a little more spendy. This one was $14.99. But this album normally used goes for some decent money. Like I've seen it on eBay, online, and it's usually anywhere from, $14 to $25. So this is some of these albums used still go for some good money because they're, people want them, people like them, and they're great albums. This next one was the deal of the day. This is the Moody Blues. It's a greatest hits album. It's a double LP, and I found this in the 99-cent bin. And I looked at it, and the record didn't look too bad. I mean, it's a little like scuffy kind of, and they're dusty, but I think I can clean them up a little bit. And even if they don't sound that great, 99 cents. I will pick up some Moody Blues all day for 99 cents. This is another one that I got from Mill City. This was a pretty good deal too. This one had a little spot, I think, that might have been skipped just a little bit, but other than that, it was really, really, really pretty clean. And that's ZZ Top, Fandango. This was a great album too. I just listened to this today as well. This album's like, the first side is like a live concert, and then the second album is like studio tracks. And I really like the song Balinese on this. That song was in Dazed and Confused. It was the first time I ever heard it. I've always been a fan. And Tush is also on here, which is also on the Dazed and Confused soundtrack, which I believe that was the first time I'd probably ever heard that song either, way back in the early 90s. So that was a great pickup. And then Dark Saloon by Rabbit. I got this for, I think, $4.99 or $5.99 at Half Price Books. This was a complete blind buy. I loved the cover. I was like, that cover's super cool. I'm going to pick it up just for the cover. And surprisingly, and not really surprisingly, but luckily, it was pretty good. There's a couple songs on here that are kind of hokey a little bit, kind of some 70s, kind of just, I don't know, kind of hokiness a little bit. But then there are some songs in here that are badass. There's a good horn section on some of the songs. There's some outstanding guitar solos on this. It's just kind of a good, kind of classic rock album. I was super glad I picked it up, especially for that price. Complete blind buy. I mean, it could have been a heck of a lot worse, but ended up being pretty good. But yeah, that's it. That's all I picked up. So I had the Molly Hatchet and the Pink Floyd, and then picked up the Dark Saloon by Rabbit, the ZZ Top Fandango. We'll just go through these one more time real quick. Bam. The Moody Blues, the Deal of the Day, double LP for 99 cents. And last, Alice Cooper, Welcome to My Nightmare. Alice Cooper is awesome. 70s Alice Cooper is awesome. 80s Alice Cooper is okay. So, yeah. So that's it, guys. That's all I got for you. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Listen, you guys like what I'm doing. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Hey, let me know in the comment section below. Do you have any of those albums? What are some other albums, if you collect vinyl, that it's some good plastic, good classic rock albums that maybe I haven't heard of? Give me some suggestions. Let me know in the comment section below, guys. You guys are amazing as always. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.